You've gained 14 days of membership. You can now log in to Members Worlds. Be right back. What's going on, everybody? TheDeadlyRaven here, and welcome back to another video on the TheDeadlyRaven YouTube channel, where in this video, I'm basically going to be giving you a quick catch up on everything that's been going on. No secrets, everything's going to be laid out for you guys, and I'm going to be telling you the absolute truth as to what's been going on with me over the past 8 months as to why I have not been playing RuneScape, or you haven't seen any content on any of my channels. In the meantime, I'm also going to have some clips of me doing a Slayer task because I just got membership, as you guys saw from the previous clip. Have not played in over 8 months, and I think it's going to be a really good video to play while I just complete, while I just share what I have to say with you guys. But yeah, without dragging it out any further, long story short, last year, about 10-12 months ago, I was in a relationship, and it wasn't good. It was very toxic. I was cheating on her. We were getting in a lot of fights, all this shit. And then what ended up happening was, as time progressed, I always thought that, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have this girl around me for the rest of my life. And I was never really aspiring to anything on a day-to-day basis, except for, you guys guessed it, just lying and cheating on her. So basically, if I would lie to her and she wouldn't catch me, I feel like I was actually, you know, like, I'm the man, I'm doing sick shit because I'm able to get the girls that I want, and I can still am free to do exactly what it is that I wish on the side. But long story short, after that happened, the breakup happened, and her and this other girl that I was talking to both found out about each other, so they both stopped talking to me. I kind of realized that I know it sounds like a sob story, but guys, it has nothing to do with the girls. That's what my point is with this fucking video. But basically, I was not doing jack shit with my life. All I was doing was playing RuneScape for 12 hours a day, trying to become a streamer and making all this money. And I wasn't even, like, to be honest, I wasn't even streaming for success. I was just streaming just to kind of like waste the time and then just all this shit. So once that happened, when I stopped getting the texts coming in from those girls, and I kind of was lost, and I was like, wait a second, I literally have nothing going for myself except for my RuneScape account and my ability to I basically have nothing going on for me right now except for RuneScape. I am $5,000 in debt. My mom and I don't have enough money for rent. And instead of me going out there and getting a job and being successful and helping her out with the bills, instead I'm locking myself in video games and I'm playing 10-12 hours a day. And if I wasn't playing RuneScape, I'd go play League of Legends or streaming, go to raves and do a bunch of drugs to kind of like avoid reality. And I went to a music festival. As you guys are familiar, if you've been on my channel for a while, that I do love going to music festivals. And I went to a music festival last summer, and I did not have enough money for a Red Bull while I was like very, very high out of my mind. So that kind of that ruined my whole experience there. And I kind of thought to myself, and I was like, okay, so here I am trying to party and celebrate and enjoy the fruits of life, like the hedonistic releases, like the fun stuff, where I haven't put in any of the work. I'm living at home. I'm not helping my mom out with anything. I can definitely go work and make money. I don't need to, quote unquote, need my 10 hours of sleep a day, mom. I can't work, all this bullshit. So what I ended up doing was, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna cut off all video games, which I did. And I started reading books. I started looking at like the habits of the successful and the productive and people who are efficient and what it is that they do on a day-to-day basis. And some things that stood out to me consistently were meditating, waking up at 5 in the morning, not 6, but 5 a.m. specifically, as well as reading a shit ton of books that are not just fiction or RuneScape wiki guides. And then so I started doing that. I would go to bed, like I wouldn't play, like I went from playing 10 hours a day to no video games. And plus I would be playing video games and texting my girlfriend, to now I have no girlfriend. She has my number blocked. I can't even reach out to her no matter how desperate and cringy I try to be. And basically life became very, very fucking boring. So the only source of fun that I would be able to have was reading a book or meditating. And then, so long story short, to fast forward a year from now, I now work in one of the best training facilities in Toronto, which is where I'm from, as you guys know. And working there full time, I've been able to make enough money that I pay my mom's car insurance, my mom's rent, as well as my own car insurance, and I've totally paid off my entire debt. So that's what I've been doing for the past 8 months. I've just truly been working away, and I've just been trying to progress my day-to-day life. So when I come to play video games like this video right now, I'm not trying to make this to get a specific outcome. I'm just doing this video because I fucking love making RuneScape videos. Like, I fucking love this game. And when I stopped making videos of this, I felt like I was suffering. Like, even though, sure, you're making money, you're going on dates, you're getting all this shit. And like, I mean, as you guys know, like, I work out, so like my body's in decent shape. But to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about fitness. I enjoy it, I know the benefits of it, but it's not my end-all be-all or who I am as a person at all. For those of you guys that know me on a more personal level, you know that I'm into piano, I'm an artist at heart, and I'm a content creator. So when it came to just being this meathead who just lifts weights and bangs bitches, cool, but that wasn't cutting it for me. Neither is this like approach of just like grind and make a shit ton of money, because that doesn't work for me either. Because like I said, I need to have a creative outlet for myself and share my message with the world in a way that I deem honest and legit. And the best way for me to do that is simply keeping my YouTube channel, like my gaming channel, just for fun stuff that I enjoy posting. It has nothing to do with how I'm going to be perceived. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I was battling about like making this video, but then I realized, I mean, you know, fuck it. I'm just going to post it, and maybe my story will help somebody out if they're going through a rough patch in their life. Maybe we'll see what happens. But basically, after going into fitness again, like what I noticed was after the breakup, I went into meditating, started waking up at 5 a.m., started reading a lot of books, and I started working out seriously and getting ripped. So I got to very low body fat. And then what I noticed was, because I had the discipline to follow my diet, I started doing photo shoots. I became a fitness model. I even became a model, guys, and I got paid to pretend to do a mock wedding. I made $150 for 2 hours of walking around in last fall. It was amazing. But ultimately, like, that stuff is cool, but it wasn't my true passion. I didn't want to be this guy who just does fitness and just fucking lifts weights and does a bit of fitness modeling on the side. What I realized was, what I love about fitness is what it does for my mindset. Fitness is a catalyst to success that is accessible to everybody. And that sentence right there is very important. I'll say it again. Fitness is a catalyst to success that is accessible to everybody. In other words, if things are going bad in your life, by taking control of your health and fitness, everything else will become better automatically, because you just raise the standards of your quality of life. You're putting good food in your body, etc. Long story short, this is another topic for another video. But what I've decided was, instead of having a channel, my name is Andy, right? So instead of having a channel called Andy Bakiri Fitness, which is some random fucking immigrant sounding name, I realized that what I'm actually trying to do on a day-to-day basis is I'm trying to cultivate my mindset to achieve a point where I can be successful in everything that I do. And so this has led me to the creation of my day-to-day brand, which is called the Apex Mindset, which is basically, it's going to be a channel where I want to help individuals reach their apex in all facets of life. So things that I've struggled with: fitness and lifestyle, personal finance, dating and relationships, spirituality and psychology, something I've gotten really into lately, because honestly, guys, it's like there is something to be said about Eastern philosophies and Buddhism in general and everything like spiritual related. And last but not least was success and productivity. Getting up at 5 a.m., I started building discipline, taking notes, journaling, write 3 pages every morning to get creative. I even launched a blog, and I'm not a writer. I've never written in high school. Like in high school, I took a course called creative writing, and I got 13% on it because I didn't hand in any assignments. My teacher's like, I would have given you a 0, but you showed up in class. So I didn't, so I couldn't give you a 0. But I started blogging, and some of the articles that I would write would be things like, feel the fear and do it anyway. Your goal is your problem. 5 excuses to wake up at 5 a.m. I was just trying to be honest, and basically I was writing about the things that I'm going through on a day-to-day basis and how I'm improving my life through them. And so what that kind of led me to is, if I'm grinding on a day-to-day basis and I'm being successful and I have a plan of action and I'm achieving my financial goals, my physical goals, my content creation goals, and my self-improvement goals, which are things like not masturbating, getting my sleep tattoo started, reading at least 10 minutes a day, doing something left brain like playing coding, or doing something right brain like graphic design or playing piano, doing online courses. By keeping myself super dedicated and disciplined, I realized, I was like, wait a second, what the fuck am I doing all this like super grind discipline shit for? I'm going to bed at 9 to 10 p.m. every single night, and I'm getting up at 5 a.m. whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, because I start with clients in the gym every morning at 6 a.m. on purpose, so that forces me to kind of like stay in that momentum. But on Sunday mornings, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and I'll spend 3 hours just reading blog posts. Just creating blog posts. Sorry. Check here. Check. We have 25 left. Nice. So all it became was just like I started writing, and then all of a sudden, after I kept writing and maintaining that discipline, consistently showing up. It's the same thing with YouTube. If you guys want to break into YouTube with gaming videos or real life videos or whatever the fuck kind of videos you want to make, I guarantee you your first few videos are going to be shit. You just need to keep putting yourself out there and be honest with yourself. I actually feel like I can be honest right now because the group of friends that I've had over the last 12 years, we are no longer friends. And I actually feel like the real Raven is coming out finally. And I've been able to finally be myself on a day-to-day basis. So if you guys follow me on Instagram on my personal training page, you'll notice that I'm posting a lot of edits now, and I'm going back into my filmmaking, and I'm going back to my routine. And not to mention, I fucking love working on the Apex mindset, because as fun as it is, for example, like you guys are watching these gaming videos, right? Like this is cool, this is entertainment. Ultimately, I'm sure you have some responsibilities on a day-to-day basis that you are not fulfilling, that you instead choose to play video games. And you could say, oh, but you know, I work, I have a girlfriend, and I have a kid. Nice. But how about something creative for yourself? How about something that you're passionate about? Not just fucking like, if you raise your ambitions, or if you're someone who has ambition, this gaming shit where you play 15 hours a day is not the way to go forwards in order for you to be successful. So what you literally have to do is you prioritize the different thing, which is what's the most important for you, and then you play on your free time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So like too long didn't read, breakup happened. I worked on myself like a motherfucker for the past year. Got myself out of debt, made a shit ton of money, and I realized now that I'm actually doing good. What's the one thing that I want to do for fun and enjoy? And that is making YouTube videos, whether it's for gaming or for real life videos that will help you reach your apex, aka your peak, help you reach your climax, whatever, be successful. So if I am gonna keep posting Iron Man videos on this, and potentially streaming a few times on Twitch, because I never got rid of my setup. Everything is good to go, because I always knew I'd be back. I mean, one does not simply leave RuneScape. But yeah, without any further ado, guys, I'll just wrap up the video here. Thank you all for listening if you made it this far. But basically, I'm 83 Slayer. I want to get up to 275k XP until 84. And I want to hit 85 Slayer, get our Abyssal Whip, and then work towards getting full Prospectors, as well as getting 70 Mining or Mother Lode. These are just some small goals that I have, and I'm just trying to complete all the item goals that I have that you guys saw at the beginning of the video. I'm really glad that I made that list, and I'm just going to honestly finish getting those items, and once I do that, I'll just keep expanding into raid items and into like... The more items I get upgraded, I'll have to upgrade that item goal list eventually. But for now, it's just like I'll fill it out as is, and then we'll just add new items as it goes. So peace out for now, guys, and I will catch you guys next time. Hopefully by the end of this video, by the end of this week, if I get some sick content on this channel. But if not, I will see you guys next week. And honestly, man, it's fucking good to be back. If you guys want to message me on in-game, leave a comment if anything you guys want to know. Send me a private message, or even join the Discord chat that I've restarted, and I've integrated gaming and self-improvement in one channel. So you can go in there, click in a category where you'll learn about like productivity and success, while at the same time you can watch me share my latest video to make sure that I get some likes. That's what this is all about, by the way. Join my Discord, so get guaranteed